Kalakshetra Foundation in Chennai has been at the center of a controversy over the past few weeks. 4 faculty members of the institute have been accused of sexual harassment by several students and alumni. One of them has been arrested so far. A lot has unfolded in a short span. Several allegations have surfaced with staff, students and alumni accusing Kalakshetra of silencing voices and shielding the alleged abusers. Why? Let me explain. Kalakshetra Foundation is a prestigious arts and culture academy that's funded by the union government and has been declared an institute of national importance. It was in December last year that allegations of sexual harassment at Kalakshetra surfaced online. Leela Sampson, a Bharatanatyam dancer and a former director at the institute, also took to Facebook to make serious accusations, but she later deleted her post. Care Spaces, an NGO working to ensure safe working conditions and offer support to survivors, created a listening space for students, faculty, alumni and others to speak about the allegations. Care Spaces said that they received over 100 narratives that reveal frustration and fear towards the institution's decision makers and administrators due to their open support of the alleged abusers. 4 faculty members have been accused of sexual harassment. Hari Padman, who is an assistant professor of dance, and 3 repertory artists who are part of the performance wing of the institution. They are Sanjeet Lal, Sai Krishnan and Srinath. My colleagues at the News Minute, Bharati and Sukanya, together with independent journalist Kunal Shankar, spoke to several survivors, men and women, who detailed the sexual harassment that they faced at the hands of their alleged abusers. The testimonies of these survivors point to a pattern of predatory behavior and abuse. You can read the full story on the News Minute website. The links of these pieces are in the description below. So how has Kalakshetra responded to the allegations? Soon after the allegations surfaced online, Kalakshetra's internal committee, which is mandated as per the Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act, swung into action and launched an inquiry even without a formal complaint. But this, it appears, was just a ruse. In January this year, the Kalakshetra Foundation director Revathi Ramachandran assembled staff, students and IC members at the institution's auditorium and asked them to speak up about the allegations. Hari Padman, who has also been accused of sexual harassment, was present at this meeting. Not surprisingly, no one came forward. There was no privacy or confidentiality in the proceedings. This move by Revathi was seen as an act of intimidation. The Kalakshetra administration went on to put up a note on its website in March, calling the allegations a concerted and organized effort aimed at maligning the institution. Kalakshetra dismissed the allegations as a false movement and said that they were ragtag word-of-mouth accounts that were mostly manufactured by vested interests to sully the institution. It also went on to say that its internal committee found no merit in the allegations. Kalakshetra also issued a gag order, warning those who gossip, spread rumors and badmouth the institution of legal action. When the IC began looking into the allegations, it did not have a formal complaint. But as the weeks went on, it did receive multiple complaints. The News Minute spoke to 5 survivors who filed complaints with Kalakshetra's internal committee. So what happened to these complaints? One survivor, who was a student at Kalakshetra between 2015 and 2019, filed a complaint against Hari Padman in February this year. What was Kalakshetra's response? It has neither taken up the complaint nor acknowledged it. The survivors' allegations do date back to over 4 years ago. And while the POSH Act says that organizations can take up complaints of incidents which have taken place in the preceding 6 months, most organizations following the spirit of the law have taken older complaints seriously when there's a pattern of abuse. TNM also spoke to 4 male students who filed complaints against Sanjeet Lal and Sai Krishnan. While it has not responded to 2 complaints, the IC dismissed the 2 others, stating that the redressal mechanism is gender specific. Yes, the provisions of the POSH Act provide only for female complainants to seek redressal against male perpetrators. This is a lacuna in the law, and one that several workplaces have tried to actively address by making sure their sexual harassment policy is gender neutral. Lawyers also told TNM that Kalakshetra could have taken up the complaints of these male students under a general grievance redressal mechanism, but this too wasn't done. So why has Kalakshetra been accused of trying to silence voices and shield those accused? There are 3 reasons. 1. Experts have questioned the composition of the IC. It is headed by Revathi Ramachandran, the director of the foundation. Now, the law mandates that the head of the IC be a senior woman in the organization, that at least 50% of the members be women, and that there be an external member in the committee. If there's a complaint of sexual harassment, then the IC has to look into the matter, speak to the complainant, the accused, witnesses, and then tell the management of the organization what action must be taken. But in Kalakshetra's case, the head of the foundation is also the head of the sexual harassment committee, raising serious questions of conflict of interest and whether the inquiry was conducted without bias. 2. The IC proceedings lack transparency. Although Kalakshetra was quick to launch an inquiry into the allegations even without a formal complaint, it was equally quick to dismiss them as rumors. How did it come to such a conclusion? Care Spaces told TNM that the proceedings were arbitrary and lacked transparency. It has publicly demanded a transparent inquiry process and has raised multiple questions, including whether the institution offers protection to those who file complaints and those who serve as witnesses. 3. Kalakshetra failed to create a safe space for students and staff to speak about sexual harassment. The way Kalakshetra handled the allegations, whether it was the January meeting called for by Director Revati or the administration threatening legal action, all of this created a hostile environment on campus. Several students TNM spoke to said that they did not trust the director to ensure justice, as she too had allegedly made body shaming and humiliating remarks in the past. So what has happened since Kalakshetra tried to dismiss the allegations? The National Commission for Women initially got involved, seeking a detailed action taken report from the Tamil Nadu Police. Based on the directive, the Tamil Nadu DGP ordered the Chennai Police Commissioner to probe the allegations. But then a day later, on March 25th, the NCW announced that it had closed its investigations into the sexual harassment allegations. It said that the victim had denied sexual harassment when Kalakshetra's IC had inquired into the matter. But then days later, the NCW chairperson, Rekha Sharma, visited the Kalakshetra campus and inquired about the allegations. Students and staff at Kalakshetra then launched an indefinite protest on March 30th, demanding action against the 4 faculty members. They also wrote to Union Minister of Culture G. Kishan Reddy, under whose purview the Kalakshetra Foundation falls, and to Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, demanding the dismissal of Director Revati and the head of the dance department, Jyotsna Menon. Kalakshetra attempted to end the protests by asking students to vacate their hostels and leave campus, but students refused to do so, protesting into the night. The next day, the issue came up in the State Assembly, with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin promising that appropriate legal action will be taken if the allegations are found to be true. The State Commission for Women also launched an inquiry into the allegations, and a report will be submitted to the Chief Minister. On the same day, on March 31st, an FIR was registered against Hari Padman based on a complaint from an alumnus. He was booked for sexual harassment, criminal intimidation, and under the Tamil Nadu Prohibition of Harassment of Women Act. He was arrested 2 days later from Chennai and is now in judicial custody. As of April 6th, no legal action has been taken yet against the 3 other faculty members against whom sexual harassment allegations have been leveled. The same day Hari Padman was arrested, Kalakshetra's governing board announced that he had been suspended. They also terminated the services of the 3 other faculty members, Sanjeet Lal, Sai Krishnan and Srinath. The board also announced that an independent inquiry committee had been formed to look into the complaints. The internal committee has also been reconstituted. More allegations have emerged in recent days of the abuse of power, of human rights violations, and of Kalakshetra enabling a culture of sexual abuse. The Newsman has been keeping a close track of all the developments, and we will continue to follow the story and the investigation. But before I go, a quick reminder that if you value the journalism that we've been doing here at the News Minute, do support us by becoming a member. Also subscribe to our YouTube channels. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button and share this video with your friends.